Hi, and welcome to Pillow Talk with Angela. So excited because one of my favorite people on the planet is here. And not only is he a guest, oh, no, he's not a guest tonight. He is a co-host. And I was thinking about this. He's actually the only one who's brave enough to have ever co-hosted with me before. But he said yes, so we're going to do this. We all know him as the Prince of Sophisticated Soul, and with good reason. I mean, you could call him a king, prince, any kind of royalty will do. He's one of my favorite people. I can't say that enough. I'm so happy that Will Downing is here tonight.
What's
Hi,
up?
Will.
Hey, listen, I've been called the court jester as well. So
it just depends on the crowd.
Prince, court jester.
Prince of Sophisticated Soul. That'll do. How you doing?
I'm doing very well. How are you? Good to see you.
I'm good. Yeah, it's been too long since I've seen you, but I'm happy.
Yeah, since we've seen each other here, it's been a whole year.
It's been a year.
That's not good.
That is not good. We've got to do way better than that.
Yes.
I mean, we talk a little bit more often, but still. And congratulations on your new CD pieces.
Thank you. See, you're old school like me. You said CD.
I know.
I just said album, cassette.
You're right.
8-track. Congratulations on the new 8-track.
Right. Well, you know what? I have to force myself to say CD because I wanted to say album.
I say it all the time. I hear younger artists, or they just say, my latest project. I was like, I got to adopt that. And then someone says, what about the new thing you got? Yeah, my new album. I'm like, damn it. I was supposed to say project.
It works. I mean, it's so sexy. You know what I say all the time, all the sexy people, you're the soundtrack of the sexy people's lives. For real.
Thank you. So much. Thank you.
I mean, it's so true. I mean, from the beginning, I mean, since I know you came on my radar when you had hair, like the early 90s, late 80s.
You would remind me of that.
Hey, listen, it's good either way.
and it was good hair too, by the way.
You beautiful hair. You really
get seasick looking at my hair.
I get those natural waves. But I mean, your original tunes as well as your covers.
Thank you.
And and even sometimes I know at least you'll put at least one jazz CD or jazz song on your project.
Yep. Well, I like touching on every genre of music that I personally love. So R&B, contemporary jazz, and traditional jazz are my three kind of go-tos. So I always try to throw at least one in there just to kind of like satisfy my needs, my jazzy needs.
That's beautiful. And for the jazz heads like me, thank you. Oh yeah, I love it all. So we're going to talk about your music. In fact, I'm going to play your latest single.
Yeah.
And I wanted to just invite everybody to come on. I mean, we're not just talking about music, but how can you have Will Downing on here and not talk about music?
We got to talk about some music. We talk about some personal stuff as well. We'll just go on and get on with the get on.
Get on with the get on. Oh my God, look who's here. Marsha Parker.
Oh, Marsha.
Yeah, she just said hi, just like old times. Oh my gosh, back in the BET days.
Ooh,
remember?
Absolutely. I think I spent more time at BET and the McDonald's right next door
to BET. Oh my God, you know what? You're right. I remember one time you were going to go over to McDonald's across the street. And I was like, are you sure you're going to walk over there by yourself to McDonald's? You're like, yeah.
I probably said something real. I'm going to look like every other black person going over there, put my hand on and order my Big Mac, whatever it was, some fries and a Coke.
Oh my gosh. So all the beautiful ladies are showing up. Look, Jennifer. Hi, Angela and Will. Hey, Jen. Oh, well, they came on here because you're here, Will.
Oh, stop. That had nothing to do with me. It ain't got nothing to do with me.
Yeah, it does.
If you want to see the person that it has to do with, look in the mirror.
Oh, you're so sweet.
AKA the you.
You're so sweet. So listen. Oh, yeah. Marsha said you had to get your Happy Meal from McDonald's.
And my toy. You damn right.
So do you remember the topic? You know what we're going to talk about tonight?
I do not. I can barely know what I had for lunch. So just whatever it is, we're gonna run with it because no one else would do it. So yeah,
exactly.
the other option.
But now that you're here, oh, look at this, Jen. Love me some Will Downing. Oh my God. Oh, look at this. Oh my, I'm not even going to get the topic out. I told you it's because of you. Oh, oh, even my sister, Darlene. Hi.
What's up, Darlene?
I don't know if she's saying that to you or me. I'm kind of thinking it's you.
Probably you. You know.
I told you we fight over you all the time. Hey, Jen. This is another Jen. This is Jennifer.
Oh my God. Here's an old BET. Well, not old, but I mean, from back in the day, Montez
Miller. I told you, you're bringing everybody. Okay, so while everybody's here, I'm just going to tell you what we're talking about. Men and women, especially. You're like, what we talking about?
Me too.
So we're going to talk about things that men and women say when the opposite sex is not around.
Oh.
So a lot of women will say, you know, he claims that he wants a relationship, yet he doesn't act like it. You know, he doesn't call when he says he's going to call. He just, you know, he's so just laid back about us. He's not really acting like he wants a relationship, and he's not being honest. That's what a lot of women say about guys, you know, when guys aren't around. And what a lot of guys say about women.
You tell me.
And then you can, you know, you can give us your take on this, that she doesn't really show her appreciation after all the stuff I do for her. She doesn't really show her appreciation like I want her to. That, along with, they say, she doesn't give me enough sex either. She doesn't want enough sex.
Oh my.
So what do you think? What do you think about the guy? I mean, what would you say are Danny? Danny's like, don't tell our secrets.
Wow.
Okay, so Danny and Will, what do you say about that? And if you don't agree with those statements, what would you say that men are more likely to say about women?
Well, I think that once you get past the stage of the infatuation, the courting stage, I mean, I think all of those things that you're talking about are the things that everyone says to each other. Oh, I'm gonna be all this. I'm gonna be everything that you need. I'm gonna buy you this. We're gonna go here. We're gonna do this. Oh, we're gonna have, you know, we're gonna have animal sex. We're gonna every day.
Oh, wait, what? I don't want to do that one. Say animal. Keep the pets out of it.
We're gonna sound like two farm animals in the next room. Oh my God. Until the cops come knocking. Oh. We're gonna bring Maxwell in this too. Till the cops come knocking.
Right. I'm going. I have tissue handy. I knew you were gonna make me laugh. Sorry. But okay, so these are things you're saying that is just in the beginning.
Well, yeah, that's the initial thing, and then you get into a relationship. And then you start realizing the similarities and the differences between you and the person that you are now, you know, kind of calling your steady person in your life. And, you know, that's where the compromise comes in with everything. You know, you got to give and take, you know, and that goes on both sides, obviously. You know, you're never going to be exactly what this person's looking for. And you have to make some sort of compromise, or not,
right?
You know, or not, and see if that's something that you can live with. I mean, that's just kind of common sense, you know. But you know, once the petals have kind of started falling off the rose a little bit, and you start dealing with the person, you know, on the daily, then it's kind of like, I hate the way you chew.
What we gonna do now? Oh, look, Lamone is here. Hey, Lamone.
Oh yeah, Mr. Muscles. Yeah, he can tell you all about it.
We got all the pretty people here. They're pretty
well, and then there's me.
Look, you. Okay, so Darlene, that's because he be talking loud and doing nothing, so he gets nothing.
I guess that runs in the sibling family.
No. That's funny. I mean, I love that though. I mean, the feedback is real.
Didn't James Brown say, talking loud and saying nothing? And saying nothing?
And Darlene added, and so you get nothing.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
that's I guess she's relating to the, a guy's. Now you're saying that what we're saying is that a lot of this happens early on. What about the men who have been in these relationships with this same person for a long time who says, we just don't have any sex. We're she never wants to, never.
Well,
What do you guys say to that? Not just Will, I mean, but we'd love for you all to chime in on all of this.
well, I mean, I guess you have to kind of, in my opinion, my very humble opinion, I guess you have to kind of hone into when something changed in a relationship.
Yeah,
Something obviously happened.
yeah.
Something happened along the way, and kind of turned that switch off and just kind of said, "Well, hey, I want to do my own thing, and I'm good like this," or I'm tired of being with the same person and doing the same things over and over and over again, and I want to try something new,
Mhm.
and that person may not be willing to do that. So, I mean, that's the only kind of common sense issue I
You're
have.
being very careful. Well, no, I like it. I mean, that I
What,
think
what do you mean you don't want to swing from that?
exactly. I mean, it's so true. And doing this show, you hear everything. We hear everything on Pillow Talk,
Mhm.
right? So, yeah, sometimes you just, women are emotional. And if you've pissed us off, we need to
Right.
fix this first.
Right.
Whereas men, you could be mad, but you still, you could still go. Some, some, men, some men are like, we're just going to have some angry sex
Give me
tonight.
a blue pill. We're still going. I know you mad at me, but after I'm done, you won't be mad.
Right. No, that's not what I mean.
That's why I haven't been here in a year. My ignorant asses.
No, but okay. Let's approach this another way.
I told you everything but a child of God, but can we still? No?
You're right. I know we mad, but
Get something straight between us.
right. Let's just put that on pause. Let's go in here and I mean, you never know.
One last joke. Can we just
What
get
does
something
Jen
straight
say?
between us?
Jen says, sometimes romance and affection is more important than physical intimacy.
Right. That's very true.
I agree with that.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. What is this? Is it when you get mad, you cut off the cookie? Okay, Danny.
Just grown folks conversation.
For real.
So, Danny, are you saying you cut it off or women? I think he's saying we do. Is that what you're saying,
Yeah.
Danny?
Yeah. Well, more than likely, that's what he means.
Yeah, I think that's what he means.
With it. But if you've gotten to that point and you feel the communication has broken down and you have no way of kind of straightening that out, and if people don't talk, a lot of times I find that, and I'm not trying to be sexist or anything like that, but it's almost like women want men to be like mind readers.
It's not sexist at all because it's true. I think a lot of women kind of, say, listen, if he knew me, he'd know,
Right.
X, Y, and Z, where
Right.
that's so wrong and it's unfair for a person, for a human, a grown up
Right.
person to expect their mate or even a friend, anybody to be your mind reader. But
Yeah.
sometimes it's difficult for people to communicate what they want and what they need. And so that, to your point, that is where the work comes in, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, communication is the key. I mean, you have to speak and say what it is, regardless of if it's gotten to the point where you're at that point where we talked about. I mean, it's almost a loveless relationship. You pretty much need to say what's on your mind as opposed to waiting for someone to kind of figure it
Yeah,
out.
just waiting.
Yeah, you remember that time that you were supposed to and you didn't say or you didn't do or you didn't. I'm like, well,
Exactly. How am I supposed
say
to
something.
know?
You
Yeah,
want me to be better? Help me be
yeah.
better.
That's so true, and that's with everything. What do you think about what Mark is saying here?
Okay, let's see. The conversation has to be had. That's exactly what I was just saying. I
Yeah.
mean, you gotta say it, regardless of whether it's hurtful or not. I mean, you have to say it. You have
Yeah.
to keep the communication going. And then, at that point, if the two people are willing to compromise as to what the other person needs, then, you work it out and you keep on going or
And
not.
or not. Exactly. Hopefully you can figure it out. I mean, just by letting your partner know what your needs are.
Yeah,
Needs or wants. Needs or
absolutely.
wants are. So what do you say to women who say men aren't they're just not being honest, especially the single women who are out here, just trying to figure it out. You go on these dates and unfortunately women have many women have a bad habit of just trying to lock it in immediately. They're like, "Oh, this is Will Downing. He's fine. He loves me or he's giving me some attention." And they're trying to take you straight to the altar. And,
Well,
uh, you know what I mean? Do you find that to be the when you were dating,
that was a long
on the
time
dating
ago.
scene, right? I mean,
Well,
that
it's funny. I mean, you also have to bring in the modern age into this conversation as well. So the courtship process that you and I kind of grew up with does no longer exist.
right,
So now that we're in the digital age, people are online. Like, case in point, one of the craziest things that I saw, and it sort of put everything into perspective as to the new age. I was out hanging out with some buddies of mine, and a friend of mine, he's a single man. He met this young lady, and they were talking, and they were going to exchange information. Back in the day, you and I, going way back, get a pen, piece of paper, let me get your number. And
right,
if you really didn't want me to have your number, you'd be one number off.
right. Exactly, exactly.
You'd be like, 777-936-4, and your real number,
Right.
or something would be off, right? And then you'd kind of be able to move on your way. So I'm hanging out with him. Him and this young lady exchanging information. They exchange information. She picks up her telephone, takes a picture of him right then and there, and then calls the number. And like, you got your cell phone with you, like right then and there. Like,
It's like, "Okay, I got your number."
I got your number. I got your
Yeah,
information.
right.
Obviously, with your Facebook and your Instagram and everything
Yeah,
else, you're looking this person up, and like you're kind of judging a person based on what you see on their Facebook page or their social
yeah,
media, before you've even gotten a chance to get to know them. So it's a new
yeah,
day.
yeah. That's so true.
Everybody's spying on everybody. Nobody,
Right.
nothing
No,
safe.
it's very true. I mean, and I guess in some ways it's really good, and in some ways maybe not so much. I mean, if social media can mess up a relationship if it can be a slippery slope
Well,
if
yeah,
especially if one of you is like really insecure and if you're Facebook friends or Instagram friends with
right,
your mate and they see you liking, all the pretty girls
right,
pictures.
right, 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 right. And not to mention that also social media kind of makes it so that you have forgotten how to communicate.
Right. One on one.
One on one, if you sit down and talk, they don't even sit down and talk to one another. Verbally, it's like, you see people at dinner or out and about, and they're all both of them in their phones. So it's a very interesting way of communicating these days. So I mean, I guess that would put a person into, some sort of questionable give them questionable feelings about the person that they're speaking with,
Yeah.
just based on they're judging them based on their history digitally.
Yeah.
Okay, I saw that we got a mutual friend, and what you know
Yeah.
about him, what you know about her. So
Right.
it's a new day. It's
Yeah.
it's different.
It's different. And Danny is speaking right to your point there.
Yeah, that's what I do. I check out your page first, right? So, but yeah, that's
It's
that's
different.
yeah, it's different.
So what I think people should just put this on. Can I play your song?
I sure.
Your new
You got
song?
the hot seat.
You're in the hot seat. I think just put this song on. So just indulge me for a moment. This is Will Downing's latest song, Love on You. And oh my God, I can't get enough of it. It's out already for people to purchase.
It is. It is. The album is entitled Pieces. It's my 26th album, and yeah, it
Mm,
just came out a week before last. So yeah, I'm very excited about it, and it's called Pieces for a reason because musically It's a little piece of this, a little piece of that. There is no rhyme or reason to it. It's just what I consider to be 7 or 8 really, really, really good songs.
Oh, I love it. Well, here's the one that's out now.
Yay!
Turn it up, turn it up.
Girl, looking at me. Let me give your body what it needs. My love can go so deep. Baby, just give in to me. I know what you heard from the rest. Baby, come and get it from the best. Love you from head to toe. I know what I gotta do to impress. Come and put my love to the test. Satisfaction you've never known. I just wanna love on you. You know what I wanna do. I just wanna love on you. You know that you want me to. I just wanna. Let me take your mind away. Love it when I hold you real close. Can't you feel how bad I want you, baby? The way you move your body, yeah, it's getting me excited. I'm about to lose control. Filling me with fire, burning with desire. I can't wait to let go. I just wanna love on you. You know what I wanna do. I just wanna love on you. You know that you want me to. I just wanna love on you. You know what I wanna do. You want me to. I just wanna suck up on your lips, babe. Make you throw your head back. Grab you from your hips. I know you like it like that. Lay you on your side, or from the front to the back. Make you feel so good. I wanna love you like that. I just wanna love on you. I just wanna love on you. Love on you. I just wanna love on you, baby. Baby, I just wanna. Let me love you, baby. Yeah. Love, won't you let me love? Baby, I just wanna love on you.
Baby. Oh my goodness gracious. Keep it together, Angela.
Get out of here.
That song is gorgeous.
Thank you.
It's gorgeous. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't mean to play
So nice. We got to play it twice.
Oh, I would. Did y'all like that? Did y'all like that? Did you? Oh, yeah. I think so. Oh. So,
Your sister's on there having a ball.
She is. She said, come on, sugar.
Come on, sugar.
Come on, sugar.
Hey, ooh-wee.
Oh, wait. Oh, my goodness. Well, you know what? She's not the only one, too. Yeah, everybody loves it.
Oh, thank you.
Everybody loves it. So tell us about it. Tell us about Love on You. Who wrote it?
As I spoke earlier, that the album is entitled Pieces, and I've never done like an Afrobeat kind of song. And me and Randy Boland, my guitarist and co-producer on the project, on the song, you know, we came up with this little Afrobeat thing, and then just the lyrics just started flowing, and the spoken word thing that I did there was
Love that.
that was actually supposed to be the flow assist.
Oh.
Yeah. But she was traveling, and she was in the UK, and it was just taking a sweet time getting these tracks back to me. And we were like meeting the deadline. And so
Okay.
I just got behind the mic, and I was like, "Here, let me lay you on your side."
That's hot.
So
Yeah.
you know you like it like that.
Okay. So you're just ad-libbing.
Oh yeah.
So how do you feel about it?
I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, if I didn't love it,
We wouldn't be listening.
You would have never heard. I got plenty of you would have never heard it.
Okay. Oh, it's so hot. And I love that you did it yourself. Oh, here's our buddy, Ashley. Hey, Ashley.
Oh, there, yeah. I see. Yeah.
So, okay. So, and who produced this particular one? I know you've worked a lot with Rex Rideout in the past. Did he produce this one as well?
No. He didn't work on. I haven't worked on a record with Rex in a few years. He too busy to to work with the lowlifes of the world, the dregs of society, such as myself.
Whatever.
but we talk all the time. Matter of fact, I talked to him about an hour ago. I guess
I'm too busy.
Yeah, he's in New York with Lettucey. Lettucey's doing
nice.
Carnegie Hall. Doing
Ooh, nice.
He's in town doing that. But working with him, like I said, he ain't got no time for the riffraff.
Right.
So, this project was produced by myself. Randy Boland worked with me on this one. Hubert Eves IV. We did a song together on here called "Damn It, I Want You." So it's a little bit of everything.
Nice. I have not listened to I haven't heard the entire pieces yet.
You're missing the pieces.
I'm missing it. I heard
piece of the puzzle.
the pieces. I heard "Kind of Guy." I love that too.
Thank you.
That's another hot one. I mean, so you mentioned songs. Some songs make it, and we get to hear them. But you say there are, plenty that we'll never hear.
Well, yeah. I mean, I would think that every artist, and you know this, you're an artist yourself. Some things, ideas that you have in your head, and you start kind of trying to make them into something realistic and reality based, and they just don't sound quite right. So it's like
that's the way they work.
Let's move on to another one. We'll come back to this one, and you never.
Yeah, but I mean,
plenty of them.
I'm sure, but there's plenty. I mean, God, you've got so many. This is your 26th project.
Yeah.
And wow, I mean, and 35 years in the industry?
Yeah, I started in 1988. So
Lord.
Carry the one, take away.
All right. Do the math. Do the math. But what's so amazing is just watching your growth over the years and, your tenacity and your hard work. I mean, there are plenty of artists who sound good, they'll put out a project and, just kind of sit back and wait for, the phone, the phone to ring, and I've always admired your work ethic,
Well, I've got a head like concrete. So when you tell me that, I can't, or that I shouldn't, I'm going to forge forward. I mean, I've seen so many people that we kind of started this musical race with and have kind of fallen off for one reason or another, some are not with us anymore. Some are doing other things. And the basic rule that used to be was what you said. You would record a record and then you would wait 2 or 3 years or 4 years and then you would do another one. But since the advent of the internet and this, this insatiable thing that society has to just like, well, what are you doing now? What you got now? What you got new out now?
Yeah.
It kind of makes you just keep going. I mean, and people cannot get enough of it. And as long as you're doing some quality music, and as long as the ideas keep flowing, then keep going. Why not?
Yeah. And it's obvious that you love it because you do. I mean, you're always recording, you're always touring. And I tend to agree with Diane here. She said you need a star on Hollywood Boulevard.
So people can walk on my name and my face. Damn it.
Oh, look at Tammy. Hey, Tammy.
Oh, there she is. Tammy
Bill
Tam.
has been consistent since day one, committed to his craft. She is so right about that. And she's witnessed it. You know, Tammy was one of those producers who she would make everything happen.
Oh yeah, and
Oh,
to this
no
day
games.
still does. I did a video with her, and she was managing a young man who produced the video. We did I did a remake of 1 in a Million, Larry Graham. And
Oh, yes,
she
I
was
love
very much
that.
involved in the production of the video. So yeah, I see Tammy. I saw Tammy not long ago. We did something
Nice.
for I think it was for HUR or for DC Radio. So
I think it was for DC Radio. Go
DC
ahead,
Radio.
Tammy. Tammy is amazing.
Yes, she is.
Amazing.
And she's crazy
Ira,
too, but she's amazing.
what'd you say?
She's crazy, but she's amazing.
Crazy in a good way. Ira,
Yeah.
you love good music. I would advise you to get Pieces. Oh, yeah, there you go.
Thank you, Ira.
All right, Ira. I got it. I just got to listen to the whole doggone
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, you got to come on now. What I do to you
All
that
of
you
it.
haven't listened to it yet? Come on now.
I know. I heard a lot of it. Well, 2 songs. I heard 2 songs and fell in love with it. I'm going to listen to all the pieces of Pieces.
Please do.
Tammy's like, don't start. She's like, did you call me crazy? Mark, last time I saw you in concert was with Rochelle Farrell. Good Lord in heaven. That
Yeah,
was a
Rochelle,
long
yeah.
time ago. And Jonathan Butler, that was
Yeah,
the
that was a while ago. Matter of fact, Mark, for the record, I'm going to be in Akron, Ohio this Saturday. So that's, I guess what, about an hour down the road. If you want
somebody
to
just somebody commented that they're going to see you in Akron this week.
Oh, well, yeah. Oh, there you go. I think it's Mark as well. Yeah, see you. Okay, well, down and see you in Akron, Ohio this weekend. Yeah. So it'll be me and Roy Ayers this weekend.
Oh, that's going to be amazing.
Yeah. I haven't seen Roy in quite some time.
He did this. I saw Roy Ayers. I hadn't seen him in a long time. And I hosted this jazz festival in Cabo a couple years ago. And Roy Ayers, yeah, he's still doing his thing strong.
Yeah, he's phenomenal. I think every time I would go to London, Roy would be at this place, Ronnie Scott's.
Oh, yeah.
And every time, and I'd go like, once or twice a year, and I'd go there and it'd be like, Roy Ayers from like April to June. Like,
oh, my God.
like
residency.
It's like, you're always here. He's like, and obviously so are you. So
okay. That's true. When I first met you, I remember, I think it was Najee who was telling me what a big deal you are in London, that they just really love you over there.
Thank God they like me somewhere.
We love you here. We love you even more here.
In the beginning of my career, I was starting to question it. but yeah, the beginning of my career, like the first, I'd say like two albums. For some reason, the US did not they didn't embrace me as much. And the record had taken off over in Europe and the UK. So I found myself over there quite a bit. So yeah, I got to know the landscape there very well. And thank God, so, and then by the third album, when The Dream Fulfilled came out, which had I Try and I Go Crazy, the US audience sort of picked up on it.
Finally.
Well, hey, listen, to be accepted anywhere, it's cool. The world's a big place.
Yeah.
It's a big, small place.
Yeah, no, that's a beautiful thing to say. And you do hear a lot of artists saying that, unfortunately, overseas, be it Asia, Europe, that they get a lot more support than they do in the United States. Maybe it's, I don't know, are we looking for them to validate the artist first and then we accept them?
I think what it is, at least when I was coming up, it was they were more traditionalists. So, the R&B and soul, as they would call it, they were like your hardcore Teddy fans. They were your hardcore Luther fans. They were your hardcore Motown fans. They were your hardcore Philly fans. So anyone that sort of started filling in the gaps when those artists were, slowing down a little bit, they sort of embraced. So the type of music that I'm doing now is very much similar to what I was doing back then, which is very traditional R&B. And they
Mhm.
just, they just embrace me. So yeah, I'll take it.
I love it.
I'll take
I
it.
absolutely and I love the fact that with this one, you say it's called Pieces for a reason because there's all the types of music that you love.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's a little bit of everything. I mentioned a song a few minutes ago called "Damn It, I Want You," and that's sort of like my
Love the
southern
title.
soul. It's
That's
like a
hot.
southern soul kind of thing. And obviously, we have the Afro beat with the "Love on You," and then we have
Yeah.
"Kinda Guy," which is pretty much traditional R&B. Kind of what I'm known for. And so
Mhm.
the album is just a little bit of everything. It's a kind of a throwback piece on there to like the '80s that I did as well. So
I love
yeah. Yeah,
I
just
love
I
the
try not to
lyrics.
paint myself or put myself in a box musically.
Yeah, exactly, and I mean, I know that you've got so many talents. You're an amazing vocalist, obviously, and you're
Thank you.
also an amazing, I guess, DJ with your own
Well,
radio show, The Wind Down.
yeah, I don't know about the DJ part, but
What would I call it? Radio host.
well, there you go.
It's
That's
just
more like
yeah,
it.
you're an amazing you really are. I mean, you've been doing this for how many years now? The
I
Wind
started
Down?
doing the wind down in 2008.
And what I love about it and I listen, you'll send me I guess I'm on your email list, and
Yeah,
sometimes you'll just
I
send
know
it to me
that.
directly, and I'm, in here jamming. Just your musical selections,
Well, thank
the
you.
different artists and the flow. It's
Yeah.
it's yeah.
What I try to do, and I didn't mean to cut you off. What I try to do with my show is give artists a platform.
Mhm.
It's so hard to get on terrestrial radio these
Mhm.
days, and there's a lot of great artists out there that just need an outlet.
That's right.
So if my show can kind of be that to give an artist a jump start to their career, then great. I mean, if it's good music, I want everyone to hear it. And if
Yeah.
people check out my show, and a lot of people do, and I'm in probably about 25 markets, people
Fantastic.
can hear the music and be introduced to new artists. And we also play the classic stuff, and then we have some fun in there. We have something called interpretations, where I play
Yeah.
one song by two artists, and you don't necessarily have to compare, which everyone does anyway.
Of
But you
course.
have to compare who did it better. But
You're
just to know
right.
that just to know
You're
that
like,
there's an
"That's how the
alternative
fight
version.
started."
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I
No,
mean,
but I love
yeah,
that you do that because and I do the same thing on Pillow Talk. I mean, like, one of the artists on here, Lamone, who was on a little bit earlier, we've had him on Pillow Talk a few times. In fact, quite a few artists who don't make it to terrestrial radio typically.
mhm.
I like to give them a platform. If the music is good, just like you said, I just want everybody to hear it.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I need to put you on interpretations. We need to put your version of Pillow Talk
Yeah, I would
uh,
love that.
along with the original
I
Sylvia
would
Robinson.
love that. Let me
Yeah.
know when so I can tell everybody. Come on, Will Show. Oh, someone asked.
Like my
Okay,
version better.
you're right. Oh, so listen, somebody just asked how they can listen to the wind down. Just Google
Oh,
it.
well, yeah, I mean, probably the easiest way we want to listen online is you can come to my website, go to willdowning.com, and there'll be a link that you can click on, and it'll take you to like SoundCloud or Mixcloud or something like that. Or you can come to theprinceofsophisticatedsoul.com, and you can click on the link there, and you can, buy the music, t-shirts, all that sort of stuff. So there are links there that will take you to the radio show.
I love it. I love you so much,
I
Will.
love you too, darling.
I do. Thank you for doing this. This was so fun. I mean, we talked about relationships, probably got some people in trouble a little bit. Good.
Well, listen, we
Community.
might have helped some people as well.
We probably helped some people. I think we did. You know what? I mean, the thing is, and I say it all the time, communication is key. I mean, whatever it is that you're going through, I mean, if you can, especially if you're in a relationship and, things aren't going the way you really want them to go, maybe the way they used to go or whatever, have a conversation about it and
Yeah,
chances are you can fix it. You can make it better.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right.
You can't change anything if you're not aware of it. No one can change if they're
Yeah.
not aware of what they're doing. That something that irritates you. Like when you chew your food, with the mouth open like that, it drives me crazy. Stop
Would drive me crazy. Be like, baby.
it. Like, yeah.
want to eat in the other room? I'll see you. I'll see you.
Your nose with your sleeve.
Ew.
I hate that. It irritates you, does it really?
You know, they do say that once you're with somebody for a long time,
You
it's those little things.
You're gonna suck the meat out my teeth.
Turn the music up real loud. I just want to hear you eat. You are so silly. It's terrible. Well, listen. I'm trying to keep this a stop.
That's why you only have me on once a year.
Once a year, I can't take it. So
65 days. What did I do?
make makeup all up. Anyway, Prince of Sophisticated Soul. Thank you for joining us. I'm gonna go. Everybody. Don't look at Will, but pick up the pieces. Pick up pieces. Pick up pieces wherever music is sold. Don't look at Will right now. Will, I love you. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm going to go wash my face. And remember, you can listen to this interview. It won't be the whole thing.
Don't.
A lot of this interview will be on Pillow Talk.
Edit my part out. Especially the Fred Pimstone.
And WHUR. And Sirius XM channel 141. Sunday night. Thank you, guys. Love you.
See you.
You are not.